Chief Dr. Obiola, CEO Oram Global Farms Limited. God bless you.
All right, what we'll come to hear from you is about the bloggers, what they are saying concerning Igbo tradition and culture in Ghana. We want to hear from you, your view. I believe you have heard about it. We haven't seen from the mainstream media. So what do you have to tell us about that, Chief?
Thank you very much. What I have to say about that is that it is a sort of advice, because when you attack tradition, the attack is not for man. The attack is the gods of the people that constitutes this tradition. So if you're a blogger and you are...
Listen. Dr. Obiola, or whatever you call yourself, I think you fall my hand big time. Truth. You just fall my hand, and most Ghanaians, you fall our hand. With this your speech. You see, I was among one of those bloggers that you are referring to that did a video concerning this whole issue, making sure we did not make things escalate. We did not bring in or drag in the bad attitude, the bad acts that most Nigerians have been committing or have been doing in Ghana. I was among those people that made a video that did not in any way try to collide or bring or link this whole issue to those kind of acts, bad behavior that most Nigerians have been doing in Ghana. But for you to come and address Ghanaians in this manner, first of all, you are calling us bloggers. Why? You are calling us bloggers because the mainstream medias have not taken upon themselves. Are we not Ghanaians? Those bloggers that is online, those bloggers that is making noise, those bloggers that are speaking the truth that you know is the truth but nothing but the truth, those people, are they not Ghanaians? Is it that whenever or if or so far as the mainstream medias, that is the Joy FM, the Joy TV, the name them, the GTVs, the TV3s, the Metro TVs, so far as those media, those mainstream media have not broadcast it or they are not talking about it, that means it is we that you classify us as bloggers. We are making noise. And did I hear you threaten us in our own country, on our own soil? You are threatening us with spirituality. Nah, you fuck up big time. Dr. Chief Obiola, you fuck up with Ghanaians big time. Now, I earlier on, I thought Ghanaians need to understand exactly what is happening. I made a video trying to let Ghanaians know that yes, these people are in our country. These people are having schools, private schools that do teach or that do, for people that are from Nigeria and all those. Yes, we try to explain to the ordinary Ghanaians. We also try to let them understand that although they are doing all these things, they are building houses, they are building palace or whatsoever, but our constitution, that is the superpower, our constitution does not in any way recognize their acts, recognize any entity that is not indigenous tribe in our country. We were trying to let Ghanaians understand so that it is not going to create a chaos in the country. Then you come here to tell us that we, the bloggers, as if we don't even know what we are saying because the mainstream medias have not spoken about it. Thank you so much, sir. Now, this one is for you. Ghanaians, this is what I think if care is not taken or if we don't handle this issue, because from all look of things, it is clear or it is clearly that you people have an agenda, that you people know exactly what you are doing. Because recently we heard that you bought almost 50 acres of land. But for that, let me read something here for you to understand or know exactly what is going on. For that one, Sam George made this tweet today. Now, concerning the 50 acres of land that people were suggesting or people were claiming that the so-called king has acquired, that he want to build a kingdom or whatsoever in the Ningo Pram or in Accra, some part of Accra. Okay, this is what Sam George has to say about it. He said, no king has any kingdom. No king has any kingdom or land in the Ningo Pram constituency. Disregard any such claims. The ancient great Ningo Pram or Ningo Kingdom is welcoming to all who visit us, but none is welcome to lay claim to kingdom here. Rest assured, we are hospital people, but our hospitality cannot be taken for granted. Let calm prevail. Now, this is a tweet from Honorable Sam George that he is letting the whole Ghana or everybody out there to understand that no, there isn't anything like that they have acquired 50 acres of land, Ewoningo, Pram and all those stuff. But you see, that one aside, I have problem with this our Ghana people. I particularly have problem with this our Ghana chiefs. Now, what happened? How on earth did they have the opportunity? Who signed those or who sold those kind of land for them? How did they welcome them? How on earth did they give them all this while they have been in the community? They have been in the system. Based on the video that I did yesterday, you could really see that they have been in existence. It is not now. They have been in the system for ages. It is not now that they have been around. Now, how on earth did the Gamanche, the people of Accra, the people of the Accra, the capital city, how on earth did they sit down without addressing this issue? Now, if care is not taken, we are going to experiencing the second Boko dispute. That is what we are going to experience. Now, this is exactly what happened in Boko. Exactly what is happening now. That is what happened in Boko in the ancient days. What happened in Boko during that time? It was between this Mamprusi and Kusasi people. These Mamprusi people, they were business-minded people. Now, they came to meet the Kusasis for where they met them or where we found them or where we call Boko. That is the history. Now, according to history, when the Mamprusi people came to meet the Kusasi people, the Kusasis, they were farmers, and they were much concerned about their farming activities. So they didn't have any time. They didn't have time for all these kind of kinship activities. They didn't want to engage in anything that will distract them from their farming activities. So they hand over or they just sat down and watched the Mamprusis because they realized that the Mamprusis are the ones that understand business. They are the ones that do business. They are the ones that are into business. They are the ones that have time to stay home. Since they are always in the bush, they are focusing on their maize, their corn, their cassava. They don't have time for all this. Come here today. The government will invite them today. This one, they didn't have time for that. So they allow the Mamprusis to take over, that they should be running all those affairs, that even when they need their support, when they come back from their farms, they should come and sit with them, and then they will see the way forward, what they have to do, because they are naturally the citizens of their community. So that is what happened. Now, before they realized, the Mamprusis has taken over. Now, this is where the issue is. Now, when they realize The Mamproses have dominated. The Mamproses are now holding most of the big or the powerful parts of the Boko or that district. They are now running big business. They were in power. They were very powerful at that time. Before the Kusasi realized they have taken over. Now, this is where the issue is. They have now come to tell them that no, this is our place. We gave you the opportunity to stay here and do your things, run your things based on say we don't have time for all these kind of things. But now we have realized that it was a mistake during that time, because now it is your chief that is running us. It is your chief that is ruling us. It is not first, it's not the second. You've had the first chief, you have the second chief, you have the third chief, and for that matter, we think it is now that we, the Mamproses, take over what belongs to us. Here is where the problem is. Now the Mamproses have already dominated. They have now developed. They have now doubled. In fact, they are now holding on to everything. And now you come to tell them that they should leave your city or your town or your community for you. It is not going to happen. That is exactly what is happening there. Now the Mamproses feel that Boko region, that place belongs to them. Whereas the Kusasi also believes that no, they are the indigenous of that place and they are the ones that are supposed to rule and take over and continue to take over. This is exactly when we do not take care. This is exactly what we are going to experience in Accra. Because now you could really see that these people really mean business. They really mean business, because for a whole chief to come out to address a concerned citizens of the country as bloggers, as people that even as if they don't even know what they are doing, because the mainstream media have not, or they are not talking about it. Now, this is what takes me to what they are trying to say. Recently, we heard that Captain Smart. You see, this is one thing that I always say, that our people, most of our people that have got a voice, most of them are hypocrites. I made a video comparing Captain Smart, Okatachia Frifa, this guy at Manshia Seidu, that is a bodyguard to Otunfo Seidu. I was mentioning their names, that these people, you have the voice, you have much information that you can do exactly what Valley Darkman is doing in Nigeria. Valley Darkman is single-handedly, this man is pulling waves, he is pulling crowd. Now, no politician, no whosoever in Nigeria can just stand and say something like this and that and go scot-free. Valley Darkman will go for you, and there is nothing that you can do. I was making a reference a while ago that these are people that can stand and can do exactly what Valley Darkman is doing. Then I wake up to see that these people claiming, or these people patrolling about saying that they have a kingdom, they call themselves kings and whatsoever, they have now given Captain Smart a chieftaincy stool. Like, how? How did that? Why didn't we see that happening? How on earth did we not see that happening or coming? That is to tell you how hypocrite our people that we follow, we look up to. This is how hypocrite people that we waste our time to watch them on social media whilst they get money, whilst they cash out. These are the same people. Captain Smart. We wake up to see that Captain Smart has now taken a chieftaincy school, or a chieftaincy stool, for this king that is claiming to be Igbo king in Ghana. Then the question is, how many NIN expect say omunam kwanso? Dodo say ena omudi sika wura mu Now, when you come to Ghana, Captain Smart is one of the people that have got voice. If they are able, or if they have been able to manipulate Captain Smart, because they know that Captain Smart have got a voice, Captain Smart speak and people do listen. So now this is what Captain Smart is going to do. Captain Smart is going to find a way to explain to Ghanaians that they don't mean harm, that they are there for good. They are not coming to harm us. They are going to be peaceful. They are going to bring industries or whatsoever to our country. That is what Captain Smart is going to advocate for. That is what he is going to do in order to bring or cohere a peace between the Igbos and the Ghanaians. That people that will stand and talk about this whole thing, Captain Smart will be out there trying to explain to the ordinary Ghanaians that these are people that we shouldn't see them as whatsoever we see them to be. Now, this is how far we have come as a country, as a nation. I am looking forward to see the House of Chiefs, the presidencies, and all the institutions in Ghana, since they are saying that the mainstreams in Ghana are not talking about it. I am looking forward in the next days to see these mainstreams, medias in Ghana, for them to also be broadcasting, or for them to put mouth, for them to talk about it. And from there, we will now understand that yes, they are with us. Yes, they do think about what we are saying, or they do understand exactly what we are saying. Not that they don't understand. A couple of weeks or a couple of days ago, we saw this chief with the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Now, I made a video to let everybody understand that it is not for a good side, or if it is not for the bad side, because the president recognized them as an entity, you understand, as a community, and a community that have a dominance. They have dominated, they have businesses, they have a whole lot. So the government recognized them as an entity, as a community, you understand. So if we see them with the government, it doesn't mean that the government has given them the go ahead or whatsoever. No, I made a video to explain myself to everybody to understand in that way. Now, this is what I'm saying. The ministries, the government, or the presidencies, I think it is time that we hear the voice of Ghanaians, that we hear what Ghanaians are saying, that we shouldn't be thinking about our personal interests or our personal selves. We should rather think about Ghana as a whole. What I see here is that these people have an agenda, and if their issue is not addressed, they will proceed to that agenda, and we could have the second Boko dispute in Accra. Thank you so much once again. We look forward to see the presidencies, the chief of house or House of Chiefs. We look forward to see them also come out. Every entities in Ghana. We look forward for everyone to come out and also address the country, for everybody to understand that this is the situation we find ourselves in, and it is not something that we should be joking with. These people are very serious and they mean business. Thank you once again. Take care of yourself. Adios.